mga taga Cavite, taga Bacoor, I love your city. Kasi either gwapo, papalit-palit na lang, gwapo. And it is really my honor to renew my ties with the Revilla family, a respected family na who dedicated their lives to the service of our nation. Kaya lang ho, kasali dyan yung politika, but I will try not to talk about politics this time. I want just to honor you with my proposal, and then it was done, now signed, and you are all welcome to the city of Davao. Marami hong taga Cavite doon. Yung mga kababata ko galing dito. Kaya ho, hindi kayo manghibako. If you go to Davao, you'd always find a Caviteño in any corner of Davao City. And we assure you that they have been contributors to what Davao City is now. Alam mo ho, I have to go into not really a lecture. I will not deliver a speech, but I would engage you in a dialogue. And this has something to do with the peace of our country. Ang Mindanao ho remains to be a troubled land. While Davao City is safe, I cannot really guarantee the security beyond my border. Kaya ho, ang Mindanao kasi ganito, and if you will just give me a few minutes. You know, when Magellan landed in Limasawa in 1521, then he went down to raise the flag of Spain and to plant the cross of Christianity in this country. Many years ago, almost counted, reckoned from now, it's going to be something like 600 years ago. Alam mo, pagbaba ni Magellan, kung ano nakain ng ulol, sabi niya, I am the discoverer of this island. Bakit tayo i-discover ng ugok na wala naman nang umulistya sa atin before the cave? But they planted the cross of Christianity, I said, but I will not take an issue about religion. All religions are good. It ties us to our values in life at kailangan natin as a mooring sa ating pagka-human being. But the problem is, when he landed there, he raised the flag of Spain also. Then said, I claim possession and ownership of these islands in the name of the King of Spain, and I will call all the natives here, inabot niya, as Filipinos, after King Philip. Ang problema ho niya, as I've said before, when he landed there, Islam was already firmly planted in Mindanao. Yan ngayon ang sekreto, maintindihan nyo bakit may gulo. Kasi nung bababa yung mga Espanyol, pumasok yung mga gwardiya sibil, at yung militar nila, at they subjugated us for 400 years. Kung saan-saan, pagising ng isang Caviteño dito noon, may mga puti at sinasabi nila, ang pagmay-ari ng lupang ito ay kay King Philip. Wala ho naman tayong armas, we do not have the cannons, we do not have at that time, the muskets. And so, we meekly surrendered. Tapos ganito ang nangyari sa atin. When he said, I claim all of these islands, umabot siya ng Zamboanga. At sinali niya ang Zamboanga doon sa ownership and possession ni King Philip. You know, hanggang ngayon, from the time of the Spaniards to the time of the Americans, and to this day, they have rebelled. Sabi naman nila, bakit kami mag-surrender? na hindi mo kasi kasama kami doon kay Magellan nung sinabi niya, lupa ito ng king. Ano, he had to pay taxes. As a matter of fact, Cavite, Bacoor has a splendid history of fighting imperialism. Yung mga heroes natin galing dito sa Cavite, most of them, yung kay General Luna, talagang lumaban. Kaya lang sa armas natalo. Pero itong Cavite is a very illustrious society. Meron sa dugo talaga ninyo, ayaw ninyo magpakaya. Except sa ating asawa. Hindi sa mga Espanyol, all strangers to us. And that is why, until now, para sa kanila, they do not feel anything but emptiness kung sabihin mo sila, kami ay Filipino. Kasi we could not be the subject, tauhan ni King Philip. Islam kami at meron kaming sariling reliyon, pagpatakbo sa gobyerno, and all of these things about every life is always anchored dyan sa Quran. Kaya sabi nila, hindi kami kasali. But you know, during the American times, hindi nila makuha yung mga Moro people to work for them. And that is why itong Amerikano came up with this sloganeering, because Mindanao really is a very fertile land. It can provide food to the majority of our people. So yung nangyari, to cut it short actually, we're still fighting the rebellion. Ngayon, bakit magulo sa Mindanao? Hindi ho naayos. Meron noong BBM, ARM, all of the things, until now, walang solusyon. Na kung tanungin ho ninyo ako, hindi ko naman kinakampesino. I'm just trying to make sense of it. Actually, historical injustice was committed against the Moro people. Kasi inagaw sa kanila yung lupa sa Mindanao at pinilit sila maging subject of the original government, Spaniards, then the Americans, and today. Kaya galing kami doon sa isang lugar, it's a troubled land. Pero doon sa siyudad ko, welcome kayo at walang hudapper doon, ayun, druga na. You know, I do not want to talk about politics, but be careful about drugs. It has to stop. It must be suppressed quickly. Drugs, ang shabu, is destroying our nation. In some parts of the Philippines, pumapayag na yung mga gago na ibayad nila mga tao ng shabu. They're willing to accept chickens, pig, carabao, pati yung mga kanding. Humihikit na lahat talo sa bukid. And I'm warning you that given about 5 to 7 to 10 years, para na tayong Mexico. Narco-politics na, pinapatay yung mga leader. And that is the reason why I said I am not campaigning. I'm just saying that everybody must cooperate para mawala ang droga sa Pilipinas. Be careful with that drug. And criminality. Yung tao sa gabi, hindi na niya may-ari, hindi siya may-ari. A Filipino is no longer the owner of the streets. And it is government oppressing people. Kung magtanim ng bala, kung magpunta ka ng LTO, kung magpunta ka kung saan-saan, makuha ng lisensya, you have to shell out money as if it is really a matter of our practice na pag-deal ka, kailangan sa Bisaya, bayad ka. Lahat. Pag-landing mo pa lang sa airport, custom, immigration. Kaya, tanimbala. Ano? It's oppressing its own people. This government is oppressing its own people. And they have allowed it. Di ako namumulitika. Yun ang nangyayari sa atin. Ako, personally, you can choose any one of us. Apat. Para sa akin, isipin mo muna sila. Last na lang ako. But if you think that I can serve you, then maybe you can remember me on the last week before election. Di ako namumulitika. Bahala kayo. Maghanap kayo ng tao who can deliver us from the mouths of hell. Parang impyerno na tayo ang buhay natin. Hingi dito, hingi doon. You know, ayaw ko mamulitika po. Ano ikunto ko dito? Even yung supply ng shabu was for the time being galing ng National Penitentiary. Pati yung prisuhan mo, doon nagluluto ng shabu, wala. Mga Pilipino, tanin mo ng bala, ahirapan mo. You know, in this country today, obedience to the law is optional. Doon sa itaas, mataas na pinakamataas sa ating society, yun yung mga tao na mayaman, billionaire, underrate money. Minsan, kung anong importation, isang barko smuggle. Gutom ang tao, ang mga bilyonaryo, nag-i-import pa ng smuggled rice. Yumayaman ang mga ulol, naghihirap naman ang Pilipino. Dito sa baba, ito yung mga kriminal. They don't really bother to tell you anything except to commit crime because they want money to reach their hands in a very unlawful activity. Gusto nila dumating yung pera sa Pinoy. Kaya sabihin ko sa inyo, nandito sa ngayon, si General Santiago, who is running for senator, naging PDEA yan siya, alam ninyo. And at that time, Israel was already a very dangerous level. Senator Santiago, at wala naman sigurong iba. Yung ako, baka subukan ninyo, pabalik-balik lang naman yung mga tao dyan, baka subukan ninyo yung mga bago naman. But General Santiago, during his state as PDEA, ito yung nakikita mo sa picture, sinisipa yung mga deputy drug lords. He will tell you that it's a very dangerous level now. Ngayon, so much for that. Ang Davao, maganda. And we can offer many things. Cultural, itong sisterhood na ito, and produce sports competition if you want, o pagandahan ng mga dalaga. Padala ko dito yung mga dalaga, Mayor Strike, bawian mo naman ako ng mga kabitin niya. Hindi pa ako tingin ng tingin. Ang asawa ko na dyan. Kaya hindi ako masyado makukwelo. Sorry. Pero at least nakurot ko yung isa. Sirap lang kami. Kaya payat. Kaya mo. Well anyway, dito sila, full coverage. Pinapakita nila na tayo ay magkasama na. So kung ano ang gusto ni Strike, pati ni Ma'am Lani, susundin ko lang kung ano ang gusto ninyo. Ako ay bata-bata lang ng mga taga-Cavite. Kasi nauna kayo dito sa Pilipinas, Mindanao is a new frontier. It's not like Cavite noon. It was really, you have, I said, a very good reputation for fighting foreign aggression. Pati yan lang naman, saludo na ako. That's why, when the invitation Pasalamat ako to be in sisterhood, to be in the sisterhood path, because it will produce results. We can have exchanges, gusto ninyo sa mga eskwelahan, exchange students. At kung sino gustong pumunta ng Davao, napunta ka na. Sige, pagkatapos umuwi kayo, mag-impake kayo, at we start the journey. Nandito dumating, medyo hirap siguro sa traffic, si Sandra Cam, yung whistleblower, yung lahat na pinapakialaman ng illegal sa pulis, ito yung whistleblower. Kasi siya yan ang tawag na crusader. Santiago, Cam, meron silang purpose. You know, in this life, if you live in this planet and you have a purpose, may Diyos. If you live in this planet, wala kang purpose, hindi mo alam kung saan ka pupunta, then there is no God. Ito mga tao, kayo, if you sense that you have a purpose in this life, then there is God to whom you can always pray. Ako, I am also a very pious man. Sabit lang ako doon kay Pope. Sinadya yun. Pero marami nito, Cavite, asawa ko, taga Bulacan, nag-uumpisan ng mura. Ganun sila, lalo na mga taga Bulacan. Ganun sila. Yung asawa ko, taga Bulacan. Marami ako kamag-anak, nagmumura. Akala mo taga Bulacan, pati ako nadamay tuloy. Ngayon, sabi ko, to be faithful, alam naman ninyo, we commit mistakes. Hindi ako exempted yan sa pagkamali. So I apologize to all of you sa inyong Catholics. Kung naman yung mga negosyante na karamihan yan, Maranao. Saan kayo? Dibili. Kung mga lalakad, dugo ko yan, hindi mga galit. Mga galit lang yan pagka wala ka connection. Yung nanay ko, mistisa Maranao eh. Kaya, I can, kung bibiro ako sa kanila, okay lang. Ay ibang tao, medyo ma-insulto yan. Pero you have a good mix, sabi nga mix tayo. Kailangan you have to, pati yung mga kapatid ko na Muslim, you have to mix. Kaya sa Davao, ganon, yung basketball ng Moro dito, pati Kristiyano, hindi ko ito pinayagan. Anahiya bilo, kasi nung bagong Davao nag-boom, hindi naman pinapabilihan ng mga lupa, pati bahay. Kasi nga, Moro, Muslim. Kaya kung may batas, you can go to jail if you refuse to sell or to accommodate any order. Hindi lang kailangan na Moro. It could be anybody professing another religion. Bawal ko sa Davao. Baka gusto ninyo, bawal rin ang inom hanggang alas 12 lang. Okay na yan sa inyo? Kasi baka lang makarating ako doon. Pag-aagahan ninyo ng inuman ninyo. Mga alas 7, banat na. Alas 12, uwi na lahat. And smoking, binawal ko rin. Kasi sabi ng doktor, pag hindi ko maghinto, pupunta ka sa cancer. Hindi na ako sigarilyo, go ako ng decree. Banning, lahat tayo. Bakit ako lang? Speed limit. At marami pa talaga. Maraming bawal sa Davao. Kaya lang, it is really for the good of the people. Hindi bakit ako maghanap ng away sa inyo? But alam mo kasi, magkita ko doon hanggang alas 4 mga nagko-convert sa Davao ang inuman. Hanggang alas 4, alas 5. Dinaanan namin yan. Kaya nga, kung nagbar kami, para kami mabuang. Kasi kalahati ng panahon, sige inom. Inuman na lang tayo. But you know, that has to stop. Everything has a limit. But anyway, hindi ko, bibiro lang ako. I leave it to the local government to decide what is good for you. Ako, mayroon na ng Davao. So, ganun po. Again, we have so many things to offer. But mostly, you might want to travel. And we would be glad to host you. Kung natin kayo ng Davao, huwag na ninyong problemahin kung saan kayo titira. Ako yung bahay ko, maliit talaga, pero kakasya yun, mga isang daan na gamitin nyo. Doon kayo titira. Kaya lang, pagtulog natin, kasi maliit yung bahay, nakatindig lang tayo. Huwag kayo bumiga. Well anyway, Davao is good. And again, I do not say no. Pagka welcome mo kayo na, pagka dumating kayo sa airport, at sabihin ninyo, sabi mo kay Mayor Duterte na siya nang bahala kasi yung invite, okay lang. Hindi ako nagbibiro, okay lang. Ako nang yung hotel. Yung mga lalaki, kwarto lang ha. Hindi kasali yung bad things. But anyway, I said there are many places to see in Davao. So, do come to our city. You are all welcome. I am greatly honored to be the mayor who has a sisterhood pact with Mayor Strike, and maybe in the coming days, si Ma'am Lani. Huwag na natin pag-usapan yung politika, but may mamagawa ako para sa inyo, para sa mga rebelliya, para sa lahat. Kung sakali. Yung nasa likod, mukhang hindi nakikinig eh. Maingay masyado. Sinabi ko po, pag natalo ako dito, babalikan ko kayo. Maraming salamat.